Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Olivia Rodrigo again. I did a video segment about her a couple of weeks ago, just documenting her success and her rise, and her number one album, Sour, which is currently number one in the UK right now, topping Lord's kind of comeback album. So that's exciting news for Olivia Rodrigo. But I wanted to come on here again today and just talk about everything that's been going on with her music. So everybody knows her song "Good for You." It's, I think, in the top three right now. It's like number three in the U.S. A top number three song in the United States right now, and her album is number one. And over the past couple of weeks, it's become a huge hit, and she's been performing all over the place. But recently, some news broke, and it's been simmering over the past couple of months. People have been comparing her video and her song "Good for You" to Paramour's "Misery Business" song. Now, I love Paramour. I love their song Decode. I mean, everybody does. So I'm a huge fan of them. And their music is just fire. Like, I grew up listening to them. They did like the Twilight soundtrack for all the people who actually went to the movies to see Twilight. I did too. Team Jacob all day. But yeah, so Paramore, they are an established band. And they were really into that kind of rock pop kind of vibe back in the early 2000s, well, 2010 era. And recently, Olivia Rodrigo gave Paramore a writing credit for "Good for You." Now, I can see why she did that, or I can see why somebody on her team told her to do that. The past couple of months, people have been making YouTube videos saying on Twitter, Instagram, on the radio, how her song "Good for You" sounds just like Paramore's song "Misery Business," and it sort of does. Now, do I think it completely copies it? No. Do I think that some of, her sounds embodies Paramore's song? Yes. But then again, what songs that come out nowadays don't embody future, past songs? It happens all the time. There are billions of songs out there. And it's, I think when artists start to give writing credits out like this, left and right, it kind of gets tricky in the music business. It kind of makes it seem like a new artist is copying older artists, and that's why they're getting famous and XYZ. I honestly think that Olivia Rodrigo didn't even think about Paramore's song when she was writing the song, when she was doing the music video, all of that. I think she was just kind of speaking from her heart, but because of everybody comparing the song, she had to get that writing credit. And this is why I think this could be a problem. Music is just so fluid, and there are just billions of songs out there. And it can get kind of confusing. It can be kind of draining to write a song, give it your all, write all the lyrics, do all the creatives and visuals behind it, and then all of a sudden somebody says, "Oh, you kind of copied my song. Now you owe me XYZ." Now, granted, Paramore, they did not come out and say, like, "Hey, she stole our song, XYZ." I think it just happened that people saw the similarities, and Olivia was like, "All right, cool, I'm going to give you a writing credit." So Paramore did not attack Olivia at all. But I just think that as time progresses, and we're seeing a lot now, different artists are now having to give, more and more writing credits to songs that were popular back in the day. And more artists are being sued based off of what songs they put out, like Cardi B. Pretty much all the songs that she comes out with, somebody says that she stole them. Now, whether she did or not, we don't know. But she always says that she writes, her own lyrics, or people help her write her own lyrics, so how would she be stealing that song? And then we do have some circumstances where we have Robin Thicke and T.I. and Pharrell Williams with Blurred Lines, where we can actually hear the beat in the background mimic the song that they took the beat from, which is, Marvin Gaye's song. So, Got to Give It Up. So, and in that case, Marvin Gaye and his family, Marvin Gaye's family won because you could just hear it. But I think the problem that starts coming, and Adam Levine, he talked about this from Maroon 5, he was saying it gets tricky because all songs, kind of start to kind of sound the same, and it gets tricky because artists actually speak from their heart. And if they, have to kind of start giving writing credits to everyone, then it's kind of like, what's the point? Especially since I guess Olivia didn't see this coming. Now, she has given a writing credit to Taylor Swift because she did, copy some lyrics in her Sour album that mimic Taylor Swift. So she has given out writing credits. But I think because it's 2021 and everybody has access to, social media and comparison and contrast with all these different songs, it's just easier for people to say, hey, this song sounds so familiar to the song that came out 10 years ago. And the song that came out 10 years ago sounded familiar to the other song that came out 10 years before that. So it's like an endless cycle. So, and I believe that, hey, if people actually do use a beat, a lyric, anything like that from a song in the past, they should collaborate with that original song maker, give them some money, all parties can make money. But with situations like this, where, as she said in interviews, she wrote all her lyrics with her producer, and, they kind of mixed everything together, it kind of gets a bit alarming. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think that Olivia Rodrigo purposely copied Misery Business with her song Good For You? Do you think that this is a surprise and that, she didn't see this coming and she actually wrote the song and did all the creatives not even thinking about Misery Business? Do you think that this is the future for music, that every time an artist comes out with a song, we're going to be comparing that song with a song from the past? Just, comment below on what you think the situation is all about and how music in the future will sound and look like if we keep this up. And, and I'm not saying that artists, shouldn't pay other artists if they take their flow and their music. Of course not. Of course they should get paid. But just let me know your comments and let me know what you guys think below of what's happening with Olivia Rodrigo. Until next time.